Move to Mohali. News coming in from the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Education, or NIPER there.
That's right. It's been under scanner for large-scale corruption. Students have called off their protest for the next 15 days, awaiting action from the management. They have been protesting against alleged large-scale corruption that was flagged off by an assistant professor who was sacked following those allegations.
Services have been terminated on Friday because I dared to raise my voice against corruption. Under the 11th 5-year plan, NIPER received 156 crores by the ministry. It is very disappointing and very sad to know that more than 100 crores of that fund was misappropriated. I made complaints to higher authorities, but no action was taken. Funds were also sanctioned for establishing specialization in R&D management, which has still not been started.
In fact, we do have joining us on the phone line this morning Dr. Parishit Bansal. You heard there, the assistant professor at NIPER who was sacked. Dr. Bansal, thanks for speaking to us. Now, you're making these allegations of all that money that was misappropriated. You were sacked as a result. Just take us through what's happening right now. Is anyone promising to redress your concerns after the students' protest?
To the best of my knowledge, every effort has been made to suppress the students. They were called individually, one by one, by the guides, by the management, and threatened with disruption of their academic careers, due to which they have called off the strike. And regarding the support from the authorities, we have been protesting for the last 3 years. 3 of my colleagues have been, I'm the third one to be removed for raising my voice against corruption. And the interesting thing is that even under the 12th 5-year plan, we have got 255 crores. But till 31st March, we were not being told, for what projects the money has been sanctioned. So what NIPER does is it asks the professors to write projects, submits them to the ministry. Then when it gets the money, it doesn't tell us what projects have been received, what we are supposed to do.
All right, Dr.
So
Bansal,
that is how the misappropriation is carried on year after year.
Dr. Bansal, you're speaking to the press and talking about the corruption. You're saying that research grants given by the government were being siphoned off. Have you also tried to contact authorities and lodge a formal complaint?
Yes, I lodged a formal complaint with the Chairman Board of Governors, which has against Dr. Bhutani. But the Board of Governors, instead of taking any actions against the acting director, Dr. Bhutani, they rather approved my removal, and they also approved an inquiry against me. I also wrote to the Central Vigilance Commission, but the Central Vigilance Commission, instead of inquiring into it, they marked the inquiry to the Central Vigilance Officer, who was the same person who was involved in the siphoning of funds.
All right, Mr. Parishit Bansal, thanks so much for speaking to CNN IB and telling us exactly what the case is. We'll continue tracking developments.